Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today we are going for a pick a card energy update, but instead of picking a pile of cards, I am going to ask you to choose between 3 doors. Every door opens a chamber with some important messages that are waiting for us. Now I am going to give you a moment to decide which is the door for you, and then I will be by your side to open it. So guys, you chose the green door, so let's find out together what messages are waiting for us. Let's keep the tarot here for a second. Let's start with the oracle cards. So, compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. Take action. A win-win outcome is forecast. Moonlight. Voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. Chop wood. Signs and reminders. Fourth chakra. The energy of the heart chakra supports our inner guidance system, which is governed by our heart and the capacity to love deeply. Then we have the phoenix. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Let's see the tarot. King of Wands. Knight of Swords. Four of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. Nine of Swords. Six of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Four of Cups. So guys, there is a transition in the romantic arena, in particular for some of you. New phase, transformation, growth. We can think about that. And also we can think about a change of mind. Fiery connection with a lover. The two of you took action in favor of the connection with passion. There was a burning flame that brought the two of you together. But involved in the connection, there were also conflicts because of an unbalanced way to interact with each other. And so the Knight of Swords can describe arguments, discussions, petty fights, and then silence the Four of Swords. So quite a contrast. Because we can think about a couple that can enjoy passionate moments, then something happens, there can be fights and arguments, and so we go quiet. Then the cycle begins once again because passion can be irresistible, and so it's almost like a loop. We can say that. Signs and reminders. It's a learning curve, guys. Moonlight, if we think about the moon, energy about the unknown, something that can make us feel uncomfortable. A win-win outcome is forecast. This was the initial idea about the connection. Unfortunately, it seems that you and your person are not on the same page. That's why the ship, the boat, let's say, in the Four of Swords card, has fire inside of it. And so the situation is escalating quickly, but without the real opportunity to find a productive solution together. Chop wood, carry water, like the wax on, wax off from the Karate Kid movie. And attention to the details, because if we are productive with the small things and we get them done properly, then we can focus our attention even on bigger endeavors. But if we fail to complete the simplest tasks, well, we are almost doomed, you know? That's why the Five of Pentacles kicks in. Shaky foundations, shaky grounds, a lack mentality, if we want to say that. Because for me, this can be an energy that is also about a way to communicate with another person that is not productive. It's almost like we can talk with a stranger, but it can be extremely difficult to understand them. And so if we think about a connection, this can be a factor against the opportunity to move forward together in a successful way. Maybe some of you have asked for more effort, but your person couldn't rise to the occasion. Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords. Quite interesting, because in this version of the Nine of Wands, we can think about someone that is willing to make peace with their past. We have an old man. But in this case, it's the opportunity to make peace with experiences. There were genuine intentions at the beginning of the connection, guys. Some of you displayed a lot of compassion in favor of your person. It was a voyage of the heart, yes, but now you have to listen to your heart, fourth chakra, in order to realize that this connection is falling short big time. The Nine of Swords in this version is not only about anxiety. We have a warrior with multiple swords in his back. So let's say disappointments without adventuring ourselves in the betrayals type of scenario. But there can be multiple factors that are not in favor of the connection, because the give and take is not set properly. The Six of Pentacles, woman up, woman down dynamic. So how can we think about a win-win outcome if the equal give and take is not properly manifested? Take action. You are willing to take action. Extremely positive. But what if your person is willing to do the same only if we think about the sexual side of the connection? This is a big problem, guys, and the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Cups are extremely interesting energies, because the Nine of Pentacles can follow the single lady type of concept. In this case, we have Lagerta for me in this version of the card. So someone that can be aware of her value, her virtues. There can be a healthy self-confidence indeed. And maybe you are willing to build for a connection that can stand the test of time, but if you do not get the perception that the other person is willing to do the same, well, this can turn you guys off. And even a Four of Cups energy can turn you guys off, because we have a warrior, let's say this man, that is almost not interested, detached, unavailable, you know? And in some sense, he is giving up potential. You know, we have two horses. One is white, the other one is black. There can be the opportunity to move forward together, but we can think about someone that cannot be counted on in some sense. And so they can be always ready and available to pursue the sexual side of the connection. But if we think about foundations, this person that some of you are dealing with cannot be counted on, and so it is impossible to think about a future together. That's why at some point some of you guys will make a choice, will make a decision. And the decision can be the one to release the conflicts, Knight of Swords described, in order to let go of the boat, the ship that you have shared with this person for a while now. No win-win outcome, unfortunately. If you want victory, you may have to release the boat, because there are already flames inside of it. That's why there can be a transformation. That's why there can be a new phase. And so some of you can change your mind. You can even say that to your person. Maybe they can try to resist the fact that the connection can be left behind. But some of you are going to speak up in a way that cannot be misunderstood this time. You can question the effort, the mindset of the other person. And if you are disappointed by how the connection developed so far, this can be a realization that some of you are not willing to overlook. And this one seems to be the wisest possible decision from you guys. Because if you drag the situation forward, there can be the risk to face more and more problems, and at the same time, the decision to stay stuck in a loop, because this one truly seems to be a loop for some of you, can even postpone new opportunities that can be way better for you. And so, from a fiery connection to a disappointing situation, and for this very reason, the choice, the decision to embrace singlehood once again so that we can pursue new opportunities moving forward. This is about a learning curve, once again, a change of mind, and also the maturity to realize when it's time to make certain lessons count. There can be a goodbye, guys, on the table. Some of you are almost ready to make this decision, and then you are going to go from there. So guys, I hope that I made myself clear and this was helpful somehow, some way. If you want to comment, like and subscribe, it will help our channel to grow, so thank you. And until next time, I wish you the best, take very good care of you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. So guys, you chose the blue door, so let's find out together what messages are waiting for us. Let's keep the tarot here for a second. Let's start with the oracle cards. Let's see what we got. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Communicate clearly. A new romantic cycle begins. Rescue. Mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. Chaos and conflict. Vulnerability and freedom. Soul. The energy of soul activates our connection to the part of us that is closer to the higher realms, God or the divine. Abundance. Keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. Let's see the tarot. The Moon. King of Wands. Ace of Cups. The Devil. Page of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. Nine of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Guys, some of you will have to decide if you want to give a romantic partner a new chance. But the connection may have major red flags. Chaos and conflict, the Moon and the Devil. Pride. There can be pride involved as a factor, not exactly in favor of the connection. We can think about ego. And some of you have been disappointed by how the connection developed. So now you have to figure out if it is possible for you and your person to heal the connection, to begin a new romantic cycle together, and to save what you have already started to build together. But in order to save the connection, you will need a different perspective. And this oracle card is meaningful because we have a figure in the air balloon that is looking from a distance something that can be already established. So you have to take a look at the connection, possibly together with your person, and you have to understand if you can get rid of the chaos and conflict energy, the moon and the devil, and if you can manifest a level of vulnerability that can be 100% in favor of a new romantic cycle. You will have to communicate clearly indeed, because the moon, guys, is a tricky energy, especially paired up with the devil. The unknown at the very least. Questions, doubts for some of you. Maybe lies involved in the situation in the past, and that's why chaos and conflict exploded along the connection. So there can still be passion, the King of Wands. You will have to understand if there can be love still in the connection, guys. The Ace of Cups, major energy, major gift of self-love first and foremost. We have to grant the gift of self-love in our own favor. And then we can offer it in favor of a special person that hopefully is able to reciprocate the gift. So some of you are dealing with someone that has been an important person in your life, maybe for quite some time. But together you have also gone through major challenges, and you can feel the situation unfolding as a cycle. Now you have to understand the pattern, the devil, and the decision to give the connection another chance cannot be only one influenced by the physical and sexual side of the connection. Otherwise, considering all the flames that we have in the King of Wands version of the card, there can be the risk to get burned. So what do you have to do? You have to fulfill a due diligence. Page of Pentacles. Guys, we have three energies plus the Ace of Cups that can be about an apology. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles, so a level higher considering the page. There can be an I am sorry. My question to you is, have you already heard this type of apology coming from your person? Because if the answer is yes, well, there can be a pattern even in this type of situation. Because if someone constantly has to apologize, it means that they are doing something that is not productive, not positive for a connection, and they are falling for the same old mistake again and again. So even forgiveness can be considered as a gift. It cannot be granted like it doesn't mean anything, you know? So the devil as a cycle about excesses can be something about lust in a situation like this one. Passionate connection. The two of you can be together and it's almost as if you cannot understand anything else, you know, because the connection is so overwhelming. But we have to break free from the cycle. Otherwise, we are truly stuck in a situation that we cannot even comprehend properly. So you have to figure out if you can trust your person, if they can be counted on, if the two of you can open up in favor of each other at the 100%, completely, genuinely, truthfully. Otherwise, if this is not possible, freedom becomes more than just an option. And for some of you, it can be a decision from the soul, you know, heart and soul decision. If we think about the lovers, basically you need the lover's energy, and the devil should be put in perspective. So the Page of Pentacles can be an apology, yes, but we have to pay attention to how the conversation between you and your person can unfold. Your person can say that they can be grateful if you give them another chance. All right, but what do you want? We got an interesting keyword, manifest exactly what you want. What do you want? Do you want to try again? Do you want to save the connection? Is the connection a safe harbor for you, or is it a battlefield? Chaos and conflict. Because the Knight of Cups can be a romantic gesture, a love offer, especially considering the Ace of Cups already on the table. But for me, the energy can become even the opportunity to manifest the Cranberries song, Promises. She's gonna leave him over, she's gonna take her love away. You can also be a man, of course. We are just talking about energies. But it is not said that a new chance can be granted. Why? Because the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior, is an energy about disappointments. And so someone that can be on guard, someone cautious, this can be your energy if we flip it and if we associate it to your person. They can play the victim role. They can say that they feel guilty. So you have to understand if this mindset is only a strategy to make you guys feel a little bit of pity for your person so that you can decide, all right, let's give them another chance because maybe things can be better. You have to be careful. You have to pay attention to the level of effort that can be granted in favor of the connection. We got the Eight of Pentacles. We have two warriors that are almost polishing two shields. So this can be a team effort. You have to figure out if you and your person can still work together in a way that can allow you guys to leave behind the struggles in order to move forward the connection in a better way. If you spot ego in your person, it can be difficult to heal the connection because you can even expect from them the opportunity to raise their level of maturity and even the opportunity to build a commitment. This can depend on the fact that some of you can be married, for example, so there can be a lot at stake. Others of you maybe are hoping to get married, and so if we think about a big step, you have to make sure that the other person is on the same page, otherwise more problems can come up later on. And so guys, this one seems to be a coin flip. If you ask me, there can be the chance because we have major energies when it comes to an apology, but there is going to be a conversation, and the conversation is going to make all the difference. Because once again, if you spot in the conversation the tendency of your person to almost work an angle on you guys, you can smell troubles. And so you can basically face once again the moon and the devil energies, chaos and conflict. And so it can be extremely difficult to stay positive in favor of a progression for the connection that can be satisfying. But it is not said that there is going to be a green light at the 100%, because the moon and the devil together can describe a situation that is not exactly clear, and maybe a situation that is not exactly positive for you. Your person can be addicted to the connection with you, so they may try to avoid the opportunity to let go of it. That's why your decision will have to be one that comes from your heart and from your soul. The other person can be important for you guys, but let's be clear, if the connection was a problematic one and you got this realization, the consequence is that vulnerability and freedom can offer you the opportunity to break free from the cycle in order to find a different type of situation in the romantic arena. So, major conversation, you have to pay attention to every little detail. The devil is in the details, as the saying goes. So, do not jump the gun only because the other person has been important for you. in the past, you have to think about the future. You have to think about the connection in order to realize if it is a healthy situation for you. This is the only way for you to find bliss, fulfillment, abundance even. So guys, I hope that I made myself clear and this was helpful somehow, some way. If you want to comment, like and subscribe, it will help our channel to grow, so thank you, and until next time I wish you all the best, take very good care of you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. So guys, you chose the brown door, so let's find out together what messages are waiting for us. Let's keep the tarot here for a second. Let's start from the oracle cards. Joy, you delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. Trust. Conclusions are within reach. Storm fields. Breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. Peace. Opportunity and change. Attraction. The energy of attraction amplifies the qualities that attract and support us on our journey toward inner balance and harmony. The sword and rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection and power. Let's see the tarot. The Star. Two of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Four of Cups. King of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. We have a couple on the table, guys. So, some of you are experiencing a connection that may have potential on paper, but unfortunately the situation is falling short big time because the other person may have a different idea about the progression that can be available for the two of you. For some of you, this can be a work-related connection and it can be a love triangle because the other person may not be free. For others, there is no third-party situation involved in the mix, but you can question the level of effort, the mindset, and the mentality of the other person. Especially, guys, if you already got the chance to sleep with this individual. The Two of Pentacles, this version, for me, feels like a date. So the two of you have been seeing each other. Of course, because of the Seven of Swords, if we think about a love triangle and so an unfair situation, there is a big problem at the core of the connection because chances are the other person is not free. That's why the connection can be swept away. Storm fields, conclusions are within reach. Breaking trail, a breakthrough. Star energy, wish granted, we know that, but this is about transparency, honesty, vulnerability. Also an energy about trust. And guys, I have to say the chance to be naked with each other. So that's why I was saying that sex can be already a factor in a situation like this one and a catalyst for things to escalate quickly, but not necessarily in a positive way. The person that some of you are dealing with, if you are aware that there is a love triangle, can have a family. So they may not be interested in a serious romantic connection simply because they have already one ongoing. So King of Pentacles, Six of Cups, there is a family in this version of the energy. The figure under the tree is looking at the three cups down below. In this case, I would say some fun, but love is not a real option because there is already another situation that is standing. So there can be a lot at stake for the person that you are dealing with if there is a love triangle ongoing. If there is no third party, the person that you are dealing with is not interested in a serious relationship. They only want the opportunity to spend time with you in order to also enjoy intimate moments with you. And this is their wish granted. But if we think about commitment, if we think about a family, they can be the man under the tree in the Four of Cups, so not interested. This can be a revelation. This can be a moment of clarity. This can be an ugly truth in some sense. Some of you can basically realize all of a sudden that the connection that you saw as an opportunity can be considered instead as a mirage. And so there can be the necessity to change direction in order to find what you truly want. Eight of Pentacles. If you were willing to work for this connection, unfortunately the other person, according to the scenario, cannot do the same thing if they have already an official partner, or are not available to do the same thing if commitment is not a top priority for them. In any case, the Queen of Pentacles can be the one, so I am leaning towards you guys, that was ready to build for this connection in a stable and reliable way, but can be disappointed by the turn of the events, because the Five of Cups is all about a missed chance in a situation like this one, guys. So some of you, if this is a love triangle, are not available to keep doing things in this way, because you can realize that the Seven of Swords is basically a deal breaker. You can be the third person, the one behind the curtains, the one involved in the secret connection. So it is truly a small situation, you know, and you can be aware that you deserve better, and deep within, you may truly wish for a better situation for yourself. The other person can play dumb, but to you I would say that you shouldn't overlook this type of approach if you are dealing with someone that is behaving in this way. If instead your person is merely focused on the opportunity to see you guys, to spend time with you in order to sleep together, for example, but the opportunity to build a committed relationship is not a real option for them because they can procrastinate the decision to go all in favor of the connection, well, you can be disappointed and you may lose interest even in the opportunity to manifest the Three of Cups energy if we think about the chance to have some fun with someone that we care about. So, guys, what is different in this situation is the mindset between you and your person. So, the more you wait to acknowledge what the situation truly is, the higher the risk to face disappointments moving forward. We also know that the Queen of Pentacles can be reasonable and agreeable, and maybe you have been this way towards your person, but the mechanism has to be a two-way street, otherwise we are going to fall for a woman up, woman down dynamic. If we think about the Six of Pentacles energy, no balance, no fairness, no equal give and take, and that's why the Seven of Swords becomes a problem. So in this version, the energy describes an ambush. So someone is not displaying genuine intentions towards this connection. If it is a love triangle, it goes without saying. The person that you are dealing with is betraying an official partner with you. And so this is not positive, however we may try to picture the situation or to describe it. If instead it's only a deal between you and your person, but they are dragging their feet when it comes to the chance to build something real together with you, their intentions are the problem. They want the fun part of the connection, but they are not willing to put in the work in order to build something that can stand the test of time. That's why there can be a transition, guys. Look at the lady in the card. A disappointing past, one side of her face, and then the brand new one that can basically describe the opportunity for some of you to come back to life. Because this situation is not real, guys. I am sorry to say that, but it's like the house pictured in the Storm Fields Oracle card. It's not real. It's made of grass. And that's why the tornado can sweep it away. Conclusions are within reach. The decision to end the situation, especially if it is a third-party scenario, but also if it is a connection extremely fiery when it comes to sex, but without the real chance to build for the future, the decision to end the situation can allow you guys to find peace so that you can move forward. A breakthrough is at hand. This is going to be a brave decision. Let's make no mistake about it. It was an opportunity for some of you, especially if we think about a connection that is not influenced by a love triangle. But opportunity and change. The situation didn't develop positively. Some of you can feel stuck. If you have plans for the future, the other person is not listening. And so there was a match on paper, we can say that, and maybe you thought so. At the end of the day, there is a big problem represented by the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is an energy that can undermine the bond of trust involved in a connection. And if there is no trust, there cannot be love. We know that. And if some of you are looking for the opportunity to find joy in a romantic connection, once again, there can be a harsh truth, an ugly truth that can allow you guys to realize that this connection may not be the one for you in the long run. And so the sooner you end it, the sooner you can go through a transition that can still allow you guys to find better opportunities moving forward. I am not saying in any case that this is an easy type of decision, but sometimes it can be necessary. So power to you and courage to you in order to make this type of soulful decision, because it can make all the difference moving forward. So guys, I hope that I made myself clear and this was helpful somehow, some way. If you want to comment, like and subscribe, it will help our channel to grow, so thank you. And until next time, I wish you all the best, take very good care of you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.